So the colors we're working with today is this crimson. We have a magenta, a deeper magenta, orange, lemon yellow, titanium white. We have kind of a turquoise blue. Then we have an aqua green blue, violet, and then phthalo blue. And those are the colors we're working with in this cookie cutter. I do also have some base titanium white. With all of my mixtures, I basically put 1 to 2 drops of silicone with the colors that won't be based on the canvas. So all of these colors over here that I talked about a second ago all have 1 to 2 drops of my coconut oil hair serum in them. I am planning on using the white very sparingly, but I want to transition from the hot colors to the cool colors. So let's get this thing started. It has been a long time since I've been painting, and that's because I've been working on kind of a passion project. It has been so long. I have really missed painting, so this is exciting for me. I'm very excited to get back to doing more acrylic painting. The resin art's fun and it was kind of liberating, but acrylic painting is always going to be my go-to, as I really enjoy the process. Let's just let that escape. You can already see the petals kind of flowing outwards. Man. So now I'm going to start interlaying just a very, very small amount of white to just give it a little bit of separation between the colors. Not a whole lot. But I know with these dark and cool colors, there is a lot of darkness in here, and I want to kind of limit it just a little bit. Maybe just brighten up those colors just a little bit. There's nothing wrong with having a small pop of white in between the layers. And that's all it is, just a small amount of contrast. Oh, we got a drip. Wouldn't be one of my videos if I didn't make a mistake. Ooh, that's pretty. So how's everybody doing this wonderful day? I hope you were all doing amazing. And the drip almost looks like a cell, so we're good. But yeah, it's starting to get really cold here in Detroit. To me, really cold is anything below freezing where snow can start falling, basically. Living all that time in North Carolina, growing up in Florida, snow isn't much of a thing I enjoy. Now, I do enjoy getting outdoors and spending time that I know will end in the snow. But when I'm working with the job I have, just standing outside in the snow for a prolonged periods of time, that's when it starts to lose a little bit of its happiness for me. Let's let some of that loose. I mean, just the colors flowing out of that are just gorgeous. Just those colors alone. Tiny white. Then we got this really brilliant yellow color. But there hasn't been too many new developments going on over here in Detroit land. But just taking everything day by day. Just trying to see the light, if that makes sense. I don't know. Sometimes, you know, everybody goes through things where, you know, they're just feeling down, and I'm kind of in that place right now where I'm just kind of blah, but painting always snaps me right out of that. Just watching the colors do just beautiful, amazing things. Kind of like they are now. I mean, I'm seeing these like delicate ribbons of blues and oranges, yellows, and it's just fantastic colors. So I'm gonna take the heat, apply just a little bit, see what we can get coming to the surface. Because I know we got some really bright yellows in there, some really bright whites, deep blues. So I kind of want to coax some of that to show itself. And we're getting a lot of movement going on. And it's just absolutely beautiful what I'm seeing right now. So all those beautiful colors just coming out of that kind of the milky white. And I think that happened last time that I used these colors together. But glorious nonetheless. Small amount of white. And that's all we're doing. We're just layering the colors in a gradient so that they can subtly blend with each other. Nothing too extreme, because a lot of these colors mixed together don't make the most desirable combinations. So we're trying to kind of limit some of the churning that they're doing. And that is also what the small layer of white is helping us with, so we don't get any mud. Because a lot of these colors mixed together do not make beautiful colors. Makes kind of a baby food green is probably the nicest comparison I can make to those colors. A lot of people refer to it as mud. But yeah, it's just a dull, dingy brown. And that is what we're avoiding by layering the colors with the solid white. You could also layer solid black to the same effect. Solid black would darken it up a little bit. Pretty soon I'm gonna have to put a little bit of that base coat around these edges, because it's gonna start rolling under. We're already getting some patches there that it is rolling under, but we'll see what we can do about that. There we go. Now the paint has a little bit more area to flow, move around. Yeah, these colors are just really popping. I'm loving these cells the way they're coming. We're getting some red and blue together, which just means that it's pushed through all those layers, which is gorgeous. I do get a lot of questions about this tub, so I figure I'll answer them in the videos. This is a cement mixing tub that I got from Lowe's. It was probably 24 bucks. It's the large one, my cake spinner, or the spinner on the underneath, is just a cake spinner I got off Amazon. I have a link to the cake spinner in my description if you want to see which one I'm using. As far as the geode pours that I've been doing recently, a lot of people ask me, does the glass stick to the paint, or do I have to take it all apart and glue it down after the fact? As the paint dries, the glass stays there, it sticks. That's some of the frequent questions I get. I figured I will try to answer them as much as I can. Ooh, look at those colors. What? Dang. All right, a little bit of heat. Look at these colors now. Wow. That's beautiful. Looks like a little face. That's beautiful right there. Goodness gracious. I am loving that. That is crazy looking. And that little tiny bit of white is really helping define the cells. It's not so much that it's overpowering, but it's really adding a nice little effect that I am liking a lot. We just gotta be careful with it, that we don't use too much. Wait a minute. It's the aqua green's turn. And a little bit of white, sir. That was a little more than I wanted to use. Oh man. So, I'm grateful to each and every one of you that stick around and watch these videos and kind of support this therapy of mine. You guys make this possible for me, and I will always be grateful to you guys for that. A little white, and now it is the yellow's turn. Maybe a thicker little band there. Pop white in there a little bit. I think I want to kind of darken it up just a little, so we might do a decent band of this dark magenta color, because I'm really liking the way it's playing with all these colors. It's playing very nicely with these colors. Alright, let me put a little bit more white down, because we are getting close to the part where we're going to be spinning. So we're going to need something for these colors to slide on. Oh yeah. Here, we'll just do that. Kind of let that settle there for a minute. Now let's start our layering again with small white and dark blue. Oh man, dripped it right there. Y'all see that? Well, Things like that happen, you guys. Happy little accidents. But it's okay. I feel like it'll fit in with its other brothers. Alright, let's see what we got going on here now. I feel like we are good as far as color is concerned. So even if we end up with a little bit of negative space, I'm okay with that. Very okay with that. Alright. I think we are ready for our spin, you guys. And then depending on how that spin comes, we might embellish it a little bit. Something I've kind of been playing with. So I'm going to use the heat to try to bring any of these cells to the surface early, kind of before the spin, because then they're going to just grow and expand, and then the layers are also going to thin out and allow us to spin it or heat it up again after the spin and expose even more layers than we have. So let me start by just centering this. I really kind of like that pop of aqua there in the center. So I'm trying to just preemptively spread it just ever so slightly. Don't want to disturb the cells. They're going to spread all on their own. But in my head I kind of like this, and I'm worried that I might lose that during the spin, so I'm going to have to spin gently. I'm going to bring some of the weight over here. And as I'm tilting it, you can still see there's even more cells starting to pop. It's freaking beautiful. Alright. And right now you see that little guy? Like two big old white eyes just staring back at me. What the heck? Alright, here we go. Ooh. Okay. Let's see what we got going on here. Well, that's wicked. I like that a lot. I need more paint there. Because you can see where there's no paint, it can't keep flowing. And I would be okay with that, except it's messing up all the lines there. So we have a nice, big, juicy cells going on. Really cool stuff going on in those cells too. So I spun it one way. Let's spin it the other way slightly to further widen out those cells. Because I love big, juicy, bubbly cells. And you can see it's like almost like a pattern there from that cookie cutter, because it was flower shaped. All right, and this is where we put our final bit of magic into it. Coaxing even more to the surface through those really tiny layers, because as we spun it, we made the layers even thinner, so it allows you to create even more cells. You can see them just popping up through all the colors. Leaving that beautiful little design and pattern from the cookie cutter. And all these cells are just intermingling with each other. We're getting some purling around the edges too, which is amazing. I love that. I absolutely love that. Well, let me get you guys down here so you can see all the fine little tiny details that are in this, because there's a whole lot to look at with this one. So you're seeing that purling around the edges there. Then we have these really distinct lines of color, interrupted by these beautiful bubbly cells. And the cells are just very delicate. We have some really awesome looking gradients going on. This one came out. Wow.
If you want to watch another video just like this, click the screen right now and I'll see you there.